Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 3G's Fitness Podcast, 3 generations of fitness. I'm Coach Cisco.
Coach Michael.
Coach Kyle.
And today we have a very special guest. She is owner of Surf City Nutrition here in Huntington Beach, Brandi Souza.
Thank you for having me.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, Brandi, I've known you for quite a while.
Yes.
Our listeners, and I know my fellow podcasters, this is their first time getting to know and see you or anything like that. Tell us
No, I've gotten to know Brandi.
Oh, you've gotten to know her too. Well,
Coming in the store.
I was constantly over there, man, trying to get her, hey, I need you to come on the podcast, over and over and over. And finally, they said, you can take Brandi.
Yeah, you can have my wife.
Here, have my wife instead. So, as you guys can tell, Brandi has a husband.
I do.
They own a nutrition shop here locally in Huntington Beach.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about that. How did you guys get started in that industry, and how did you guys get started with going out on your own?
So me and Ryan met on Plenty of Fish.
Nice.
And then I just got out of rehab. Mm-hmm. And then I was walking. I lived in Lake Forest, and I went to Saddleback. And I was walking by the 24-hour fitness on Warner and Springdale. And he's like, "Hey, cutie." And then he trained me for the LFL after he met me on Plenty of Fish. Uh-huh. And then I tried out for the LFL, which is Lingerie Football League on MTV.
Oh, you tried lingerie football.
And I was 30. And to sell tickets, you would have to go on the bus and go to the bars and sell your tickets, sell yourself.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, I was sober, so I didn't want to. I made the team. It was the Temptations. Uh-huh. But I was just too new into my sobriety that I couldn't go do that.
Okay.
I couldn't figure that
that
out.
environment was going to be too challenging.
And that's how me and Ryan started dating.
Okay.
And then it was NutriShop, and he was a manager of NutriShop. And then he got me into the promos, and then I managed NutriShop Garden Grove. And then we are both head managers of both locations.
So which locations was he managing?
The Springdale and Warner, where we are still today.
Okay.
So we've been there for 20 years.
Okay. So he was already working at the NutriShop when you guys met.
Yes.
Then he got you the job at another city. So now you guys are both working under the corporation of NutriShop.
The corporation, of NutriShop.
Oh, okay.
And then it went down during COVID, and we changed names. The old owner changed names to SoCal Discount, which is based out of Vegas. But the guy that owns that was more, he didn't work out. Mm-hmm. He was this small little guy, and all he cared about was the money.
Yeah.
So then the guy that owned SoCal, he bankrupt and went to Arizona. Okay. And then me and Ryan bought it about 4 years ago. Okay. After being in the same location for 20 years.
Wow.
And we changed the name and everything.
So that way you guys can disassociate from whatever was left of SoCal Discount.
All that finances and taxes and all that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Corporate can just bite you right in the...
Damn. So how was that transition then? I mean, if you guys were working under the corporate umbrella, you guys obviously had 2 locations, and it sounds like you guys gave up on, it sounds like the company gave up.
Yeah.
And then you guys just put all your marbles into one location after that?
And then Ryan's parents helped us out. Thank gosh for them. Mm-hmm. And we changed it. We opened during COVID. Oh, me and Ryan bought it during COVID.
A chance.
You're telling me.
That's a risky chance.
You're telling me. Uh-huh. So yeah, we did all. I mean, we were putting the supplements outside the door.
Wow.
And not being corporate, we can carry a lot more things in the store because we're not online.
Ah, okay. So you guys are just kind of more.
To be honest with you, when people walk by and we're on the 24-hour fitness, they don't know what name you are. Mm-hmm. They don't. As long as Ryan's in that store or me for the past 20 years, they don't even know the name of it. Yeah. They just say the nutrition store. So it could be any name.
Yeah. But it's funny that you say that because that 24-hour fitness, I've been to that 24-hour fitness to work out at all the time, and I've gotten some supplements from you guys. But I've always forgotten what name.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I just go in, I see you guys, boom, let me get my protein, let me get my vitamins. All right, thank you. Because not just that, one thing, they've always, when it came to price comparison, I always felt like I got the best prices from you guys and I did, at 24 Hour Fitness. And I used to work at 24 Hour Fitness, but I could definitely get like my protein powder for $5 less from you guys.
Yeah.
And that adds up after years of savings. So,
exactly.
So I always, I always went there just for that. But that's true that you say that. I never knew your guys'.
Yeah, no one knows our name.
Which is not good, but this is why we're doing this.
Yeah. So like they just walk in and they always see me or Ryan. Okay.
So now you guys are 4 years running the business. How's it been these last 4 years? Ups and downs, challenges, successes. What is it that you're enjoying about these last 4 years?
Well, being a business owner, the guy that left to Arizona, he didn't pay sales tax for 4 years.
Oh, okay.
And they came after Ryan, the fee and sales tax administration.
Yep.
And they drained our bank accounts. We just bought the store, and because they went after Tom, and then we bought the assets of the, Surf City. We bought the assets of that store. So in California, your sales tax is linked to your assets that you buy, not the location, the actual, supplements that were in the store.
Oh, wow.
So that was kind of crazy. And then, so we had, we went through a lot. We still, we're probably up more than we have ever been in sales.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a scary thought. Well, no, it's funny because one thing too that I've always heard, and I've trained many individuals that start their own businesses, or venture off, and maybe you guys have seen some clients. They all have shared something very similar. That first year to 2 years,
yes,
you're probably not making any money.
No, we weren't. We were paying back sales tax, and just breaking even. And we're not online, so it's only in person. We only deal with you in person,
and it's all word of mouth, pretty much too, and whatever social media presence, I'm pretty sure helps out too. Wow. That's cool.
I mean, it's been a long road, but we're killing it. Thankful, that Ryan's a hard worker and we're a good team. Yeah. I mean, sometimes we're in the store together, which is
that's a fun time.
Rare. Right, Mike?
Yeah, Mike goes to their location frequently too, so we do support the business as well.
Yeah. But starting your own business is tough. And it's like you said, the first year, you kind of have an idea. You get through your first year if you're going to make it. Yeah. Because if we piggyback on something that we're talking about, when you purchased the business, there was the previous owner was bankrupt. Yeah. Went bankrupt. Wasn't there any way that you could go back? And this is something that advice would help me, is go back and find out his history.
Yeah, because it was from 2008 to 2012. And we were general managers. We were not under the business. Okay. And when Ryan bought it and they found us, it like killed Ryan, to be honest with you. He's like, why have bad karma and go after Tom? Well, I mean, there's just no point getting a lawyer and spending that money. You got to understand, Ryan and me were married, and then we had a little girl. So Ryan, as a dad and the provider for us, he was just like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get a lawyer. I'm not going to sue him. Yeah. And then we paid every single dime of sales tax, and we just paid it off probably last August. Wow. We paid every single cent of it to the sales tax.
So he could have gone after him, but then that
we got to sell like a tax
would have been
attorney.
Built up lawyer fees all over and over. Going.
Yeah, it's hard. But in your heart. Yeah. And being godly person, we just didn't, and we just paid it. We just sucked it up.
Well, that's true. I mean, it sucks, right? You're gonna get it's a double-edged sword. You're gonna get it from this side or from this side. If you guys go after it, because that's a good question. I didn't think about that. I would have thought about that too. Why don't I just get a lawyer to help me out with this?
And then bury him. Yeah. But he's already buried with back taxes. I mean, with a bankruptcy.
You're probably just gonna end up paying the lawyer or whatever the money wins.
Well, you get a lawyer. You can hire a lawyer, but for every time he talks on the phone, for every
$500.
$500 for that 10-minute phone call. You're all like, what?
I mean, what was the sales tax was like $30,000. but they drained our bank accounts.
Oh my God.
But they gave it back. Not all of it, obviously. And we made payments. And it took us about 3 years. And Ryan's like, we're going to do it ourselves. And we did it. We didn't ask for any help. Not like from my family.
Good resilience on both of you guys, because that's a tough thing to tack on. I mean,
then I was like on a budget. Didn't spend any money.
Well, yeah. Well, I wonder why.
There was no Amazon drivers coming up.
I mean,
Amazon drivers.
I'm not going to say it was easy, but because Ryan, he's very informative. He knows supplements and stuff like that. And even though 24-hour fitness, shouldn't say that, but I am. They sell their own supplements in
They
there.
do.
They do.
I don't think they have that information on a lot of the supplements. I don't think the employees have all that knowledge.
No, not
I
at
don't
all.
think they're trained on it, right?
No.
Not anymore. So
they-
I'll speak on their behalf. I worked with 24-hour fitness for 14 years. When I first got hired on, the trainers did need to be educated on it.
Did or didn't?
They did.
They did? Oh, wow.
Because when I first got hired on, here's the thing: the supplements was part of our quota. We needed to sell at least $100 to $200.
That makes
a month
sense.
of
That makes
supplements
sense. Yeah.
to clients, and that was part of our quota to get bonuses. Best way. So it wasn't that the traders needed to, but if you wanted to hit that quota, the best way to be a good, informative person is study them. So the trainers were pretty knowledgeable on what we had.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It was just one of those things where I would go to a NutriShop at the time, because 24 was sponsored by Apex, a company that I don't even think people even know existed or anything
And
like
Dot.
that. Yeah, and Dot. So it's like one of those where it's like they had their own little company that they worked with and whatnot. But this was years ago. But that's the brand that we needed to push. And those were the ones that counted towards our quota. But, if I wanted to, at the time when I'm like 22 years old trying to put on weight, my favorite protein shake was Muscle Milk at the time. It helped me out. I would always go to a NutriShop and get Muscle Milk, because Muscle Milk would be $20 at a NutriShop. 24 would sell it for like 28.
Yeah, that's still happening.
So it's still the same, but it's just one of those where it's important to be informative of your product.
Well, that's why I go to Ryan. I go to him, and if I'm trying to lose weight, or if I'm trying to get stronger, or I'm trying to put on size, because I think if I'm not mistaken, he was telling me that his father-in-law is not my age, but he's a little bit younger, and he helps him, because I think we're talking about testosterone.
Testosterone?
Yeah, and he recommended this and stuff, and
So he did, yeah.
explained it to me, and I'm like, "Are you sure it's okay for me to take it? Nothing's going to happen to me." He goes, "Hey, my father-in-law does it.
He does.
And he does it works well for him.
It does.
And he's, I think, a little bit younger than you, So
No, he's 72.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's still younger than you.
My aunt is 75 and takes stuff.
well,
not the testosterone, but
okay. Well, he tells me that, and I go, "Oh, okay, I'll take it then." So I did, and he was actually right.
yeah, it has a mood enhancer in it, and it's all natural testosterone
and stuff. So see, it's good to have someone that's informative. Like at 24-hour fitness, I went in one time and I asked him about something in there, and the guy's like, yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's one of our best sellers. And I'm like,
they
wait
don't know
a minute
much.
now,
They don't know much.
Well, there's different stuff in supplements that could either make you go into the hospital, the ER, that you don't know that's in there,
Yeah.
and different levels of age and different caffeine styles. The older you get, the less caffeine, you want more pump and all this stuff, and they don't know anything.
No, I mean, I'm not young like some people,
But I feel like you have to be educated.
Here we go with the jabs out of nowhere.
That they could take a supplement and hey, I'm young and I can handle that.
Yeah, and then they're
when
like,
you get older,
face down.
you worry about what you take.
Yeah. I worry about customers more than they even worry themselves.
Well, that's
As you should, though.
Yeah,
100%.
Like sometimes I'm like, I think you should do a half scoop.
Yeah.
And the guy didn't. It's like one of the customers, he took a whole scoop, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Of pre-workout?
Yeah. He was face down. He almost went to the ER because he was in a panic attack.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I told you, did you take a half a scoop? He's like, no, I took a full scoop. And I'm like, there you go.
Straight to the head. What was in the pre-workout?
We were at the gym. I think it was you. You were taking
I was dry scooping.
Yeah, and he gets in, he goes, and it's just like, and I'm like, you're not gonna put it in water or anything? No, man.
I chase it with water. Yeah, exactly. I don't have time.
Nobody has
Absolutely,
time.
100%. I was like, I need that right now.
And he goes, hey, you should try it, man. I go, no, man. I go, nah, I got to put it in water or something, dilute it down. I can't just scoop something in,
Oh, I like blow out like smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
I've tried.
Okay, so since we're on this topic, is it completely fine to dry scoop pre-workout?
Yeah.
Right, it is, right? Okay, yeah, there's no issues.
It's different.
It does hit different.
Some people
it's like more concentrated type of thing.
Yeah, you have to be knowledgeable doing it.
Right.
People like try to do it and they're like coughing up the thing and they choke.
Yeah.
And then it was just a waste of a scoop.
I've just been doing it since I was in high school, so it's just like
It's just so much easier than getting a funnel.
Yeah, 100%.
And getting the water bottle.
Yeah.
Not everyone carries around a shaker cup, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
And most men leave their shaker cups in the car and it's like death when you open the shaker cup.
Yes, it is.
They'll never be the same. You might as well throw it away.
Yeah, it's always that way, huh?
It's dry scoop, water,
No
whatever
issues.
fits your stamina.
Exactly. Okay.
Well, now that we're on creatine, right? Is that
Well, we're on
We're not
supplements.
dry scooping.
I have a question about.
We're on supplements.
No,
now,
I got a question.
Because now
I have a question.
you have a question about creatine. Good, because I do
now
too.
now they're putting HMB in it.
Yes.
Right.
So we have creatine plus HMB.
Oh yeah.
What is HMB?
What is HMB?
So HMB repairs and keeps your muscle.
Okay.
So in a sense, with the creatine, which is making you get for cognitive function. I mean, everyone takes it now, every age.
Right.
For brain, and the HMB helps preserve the muscle that you're building off the creatine.
Okay. Yeah.
This is like the
I just
first
started
year.
using creatine in with HMB in it, and
Do you like it?
I've been on it for about a month now, and
Do you feel it?
I don't know.
Well, if we're talking about creatine, there's different things like what is it? There's different creatines out there. So
That's
you
what
know
I was
what I mean? So
Monohydrate.
if you don't know what you're taking, there's creatine monohydrate, which is
the main
cheapest.
one.
I can get that for like $2.
Yeah.
And it has fillers in it. Well, what people don't know is it's a very cheap product, and you have to 5 grams to 5 grams, and you have to upload. Right? Do you remember all that? Do you remember uploading creatine?
I think.
Yeah, I know it. I know it as something else. I know it as
What do you guys? You call it differently.
loading, like a loading phase.
The loading phase.
A loading phase.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess uploading. Yeah, same thing.
It's the same.
Where you do like 20 grams
And
for
then
the
you get
first
this
10
like
days.
bloat, right? And you're puffy. Well, women.
Not everyone though, because I never got
well,
puffy
that's
off
if
of
you
it.
have a nature of being skinny.
Yeah. This is. She was gonna get to it.
Yeah, if you have an nature. But now they have chelated, which is that one, the ATP. It's chelated, and then there's micronized. So there's creatine monohydrate, then there's micronized, and then chelated. What that means is it's already
Like just
funneled
more
through
filtered.
and filtered. So it's at its finest particle. So chelated is like a Ferrari, and then you have micronized,
Yeah.
and that one is like a Porsche, and then you have creatine monohydrate, and that's like a Pinto.
Yeah.
But that was the first one that came out, right? Was
Monohydrate is the one that's been studied the most too.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one. The
The most
monohydrate,
basic
it's
one,
been
yeah.
around the longest.
yeah, it's been around the longest.
Because I wanted to ask you about this. One of my clients is a female also, and I have a lot of talks with creatine and females, and I'm glad that you're a female that can speak on this
I
too.
do.
And I think they'll rather listen to you than to me. But another one brought up HCI.
Hydrochloric or something like that.
Yeah, they have those.
Yeah, and but she says that one, she's been feeling better with it. I forgot which brand she's taking, Creatine or something like that.
Yeah,
But
it says a different form of being micronized or chelated. It's just at its finest particle, so she doesn't retain bloat.
That's what
There's
she was
no
telling me.
girl.
Mhm.
I have a girl that one of my best friends. She buys her creatine. Don't ask me why on the internet, which is fine. She sends me a picture. It was like incredibly expensive. And I looked at all of it and it says creatine monohydrate, right? 5 grams.
Uh-huh.
And it was the cheapest creatine. And
Really?
she had always had bloat, and she was wondering why she's not losing weight, which she's going through perimenopause. But she retained all this water weight. And that's what happens with creatine monohydrate. If it's not micronized or HCI or HMB, that HMB one that you take is creatine micronized.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. So it just depends. Some skinny guys, not to be rude, but they take creatine monohydrate, the cheaper one, and they can go with that
Yeah.
because it makes them puff up. It's like more bulky, and that's why women in the past didn't take creatine.
Well, that's the one thing is that and it's funny, majority of my female clients that are asking me about creatine are between the ages of 40 and 60 right now. And that was the main thing is they remember creatine in their 20s as, putting on weight. And that's how I remember it 18 years ago is I actually took a pill form of creatine and I would take about 6 to 8 a day, two and stack them up. And that helped me shoot from like 140 pounds to 160 pounds over the summer. And I felt like, okay, good, and I had to drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
But that was the creatine that I remember back in 2010. We're in 2026 now. And I remember when the first time I saw creatine in powder form, which was like maybe 10 years ago, even I was confused. I was like, what? They have it in powder? Because I was always introduced in pill form.
Yeah, I started with pills too, yeah.
And so that's why there's a lot more of a new way. But I think it's important for women to be knowledgeable and what you just said right now. Like, the monohydrate and then how it's pretty much funneled down into like these
these fine particles that it doesn't go into your system and then puff up and you just retain tons of water. It's just like side effects of like medications, women on medications, and there's like weight gain, birth control pills. They already have enough. Women already have enough estrogen. They don't need anything else. And that creatine monohydrate, the cheap one, it just kills women's body.
Really? So you would recommend then?
It has to say like micronized, HCI, HCl, or whatever she was taking, and then chelated. So like this one right here that has that one, the ATP. So I have fibromyalgia.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, you should have said that in the beginning. That's important to know.
Yes. So me lifting is not like I used to lift. So my body flares up all the time and I have chronic inflammation. So Ryan was introduced to this Power ATP, which is, remember, you know what ATP is, right? Muscle energy, right? So it's bottled up into this powder and it has Debrose, which is it's a natural mood enhancer. And then it has magnesium. And so all of this with the creatine chelated, it's like by my bed and I use it every single morning. I don't cycle off of it. I use one scoop every single morning and it's the only thing that will get me out of bed that I can like go on with my day.
Interesting. I'm gonna probably start looking more into that because like I said, I've been learning in the last 5 years that creatine is now a supplement almost equivalent to the multivitamin, something that you should be doing on a daily.
Yep.
Where before I used to do creatine just when I would work out.
Yeah.
And so
most people did. And it would be after workout.
Yes.
See, this is I take before workout. And you can take a scoop after, but I mean, you're fine doing it before. As long as it gets in your body.
Yeah. And you said you only do one scoop a day?
Creatine that works before you hit the gym, right?
Yeah. So it's muscle energy.
Because they say that, creatine, when you take your protein and your creatine should be after your workout.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't.
You would take.
I do know. I know. I have people that take this after. There's an unflavored, and they can take it after. But I personally, with fibromyalgia, I don't see the benefit of it until if it's just plain.
Yeah.
You could do one scoop.
Yes.
And then one scoop.
I'll dry scoop
after.
it. I'll dry scoop protein if you want me to. I'll do it. No, I'm just kidding. But so you take
ATP.
Brother.
Yes.
Remember ATP?
Every time I try to talk.
In like fitness, ATP in school. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, I'm in science class, and so.
Yeah, when the phosphate group breaks off, that's when it creates the energy, and that's why it becomes adenosine triphosphate, adenosine diphosphate, and then
he was in high school last year. He remembers.
No, I'm just smart.
Like,
I'm just smart.
Like you even know
I just retain information a little better than these guys. Anyways, so you're taking the minimum of 5 grams. How come not like 10 grams? Because isn't there studies now that show that if you take more, there's more cognitive benefits to it?
I just heard it. Like
you just heard it.
I did hear it. If I was going to take 10 grams, which I could, I would do one before and then the 5 grams of the like ATP, and then you can do it after.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So I do agree with that. I agree, as much as you can take and your body can process, should take as much creatine as you can.
Yeah. And I heard like for pregnant women, it's even more beneficial to take more.
It is.
Because I have a client too. She's like all getting into like creatine, and she's like in her second trimester right now.
They're like, oh, it's going to make me bulky. I'm like, you don't even have enough testosterone in your body to get bulky.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
This, or if you take testosterone, I mean, there's just no, there's no scientific background that you're going to get bulky off creatine. It does not raise your testosterone.
Yeah, it's a myth for sure.
Anytime I work with a female client and we're just getting started, I always push a protein powder. And the major pushback that I always get from women is that going to make me bulky? Am I going to get too strong or anything like that? And you just said the statement right now. It takes a lot for you.
Testosterone, like injecting it places. You know what I mean? That it'll never happen. It'll never happen. The girls stepping on stage, I don't know what they take, but if they're on the all natural stuff, I guarantee they're not taking multiple protein. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's like this another. Like another myth. It will feed your body. And what happens is most women don't eat enough food.
Exactly.
They starve themselves. And then what happens is your body's like a hamster in a wheel, and it eats itself all day long, and it eats and eats. And then she retains and slows her metabolism, and she just doesn't lose weight and doesn't gain weight. And it's hard to gain weight. I mean, I was always like small.
There you go. Women. It came from a mouth of a woman. Please, because
take protein.
Take protein
and eat.
Yeah.
Creatine.
Speaking of taking protein and creatine, so what do you think are supplements that everyone should take daily?
So I always say when people come into the store, your number one supplement should be the creatine, phosphatidic acid, if you ever heard of that.
No.
For women. I mean, guys can take it too.
Okay.
I have men that are in their 70s that take it.
Okay.
It takes all the protein that you take in that day, and it shoves it into the muscle. So it's like a pathway for it to go right into the muscle. So sometimes I don't eat enough because I have fibromyalgia, and I fast a lot. Because everything flares me up, and I can't do that. I can't work out and then, eat something like rice or something like that, and then my body reacts to it, and then I'm really inflamed.
Okay.
What did you say this supplement was again?
Phosphatidic acid.
Oh, this one. I see.
So you take 2
Does
pills.
it raise your insulin levels?
No.
No, it doesn't. Because I know insulin also is a partitioner.
What does that actually?
So it's a funnel, it's a pathway to take all the protein that you have in that day, and it shoves it into your muscle.
Oh, really?
So you're fed. Okay. Yeah, it's the one I truly, truly believe in. It doesn't get its own recognition. It's nobody knows that much about it.
Yeah.
I did it during NutriShop days, and it's the only thing that got me a little bit, the protein. I wasn't eating enough, and I was eating myself.
Okay.
So
that kind of fast tracks the protein to make sure it really goes to the muscle.
All your minerals, your protein, and it just shoves it into the muscle, so your muscle is fed.
Interesting.
But it has no sugar, so it shouldn't spike insulin.
Yeah, because they say that you want to have some sort of carbs when you take protein, because that helps partition the protein into your muscles too. So it's kind of the same concept.
But most protein, there's whey isolate, and then there's whey, just a regular whey with the fillers in it.
Right.
That those should be done at bedtime because you're at rest.
Right. Okay.
And you can probably do the creatine if you want, or the for the phosphatic acid at night.
Yeah.
And then you're feeding yourself through the night, so you're not like a hamster eating itself.
Right.
So there's always what is it? That extra meal. Because most people can't eat they don't eat enough.
Yeah.
For sure they don't.
So protein shakes are like the easiest thing, but whey isolate you do after the gym because it goes through your body fast.
Right.
Right? So the whey concentrate or the other ways are the ones you do right before bed.
Right.
So
So we have
the effect this would have for seniors, or were you talking?
Yes. He was gonna go through the list of what daily wants to take.
Just continue, because we had the list of like, okay, so we have creatine, you said, on a daily basis. You have
Phosphator.
Tor. And then what else?
I always say it right.
Yeah. What else would you recommend for
protein.
daily? Protein for sure.
And then multivitamin.
Multivitamin.
And I do take powder multivitamin.
Oh, you do it in powder form.
Yes. So we have powder, capsule, and the capsules are all raw, vegan.
Okay.
So you digest it.
Okay.
And it has like all the minerals. So the phosphatidic acid also does that. It takes your nutrients and all that and shoves it into your body, like into the muscles where it needs to, the pathways where it needs to go. Most men don't take enough vitamins.
No, for sure we don't.
Yeah. Well, I take it individual. I don't do multivitamins. I've heard somewhere in the past that they say it's better to do individual out of instead of like a multi because they say there's not enough in the multi to really do anything.
There's not one special pill. I can tell you that right now.
Right, exactly. So I take them individual. I do like vitamin C, vitamin D, but okay.
But I did go to get my labs done, and I was low in vitamin D.
Okay.
Which is weird because I live in Huntington Beach.
I see.
All spray tan. This is not
He would have known. He would have known.
I am like white.
She snitched on herself.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay. My girlfriend that like lives next door, and I just go over my road and she spray tans me, and she sprays like fitness models. And I just walk into my house from the garage.
Gotcha.
Must be nice.
So your doctor said you're low in vitamin D, and that's why you supplement it. Okay.
And so me and Ryan got B12, and Ryan does my injection of the shots.
The B12 shots?
Yeah. Like, that big needle.
Yeah.
And now I'm perfect with all my minerals.
Yeah, you wouldn't really know what you're lacking until you really go get tested.
Yeah, I think everyone should get their labs done. Yeah. Testosterone, estrogen, all your minerals, lipid panel, just to see. Like some people can't, the older you get, the less you can handle whey protein.
Really?
Your stomach hurts.
Really?
I noticed that. My mom, she can't do it. And there's a couple other older clients that it just tears up their stomach.
It doesn't bother me.
Well, maybe because you've probably been taking it.
But
he's so used to it.
You've been taking it for over 50 years, so your stomach's probably used to it. But say if we were to work with, maybe like if your wife's never done, protein or
probably
like
would. Because it does bother people because they've told me that. But as you're getting older, my question is, as you get older, we don't take in all the protein that we.
No, you don't.
Right. With this,
this is a make sure.
Oh, okay.
That you are getting all the protein that you need.
That's the question I was going to ask you before I rudely interrupted my young guy over here.
Thank you for that. I appreciate you.
I was just saying.
Thank you.
But in my case, I don't want to forget.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, we know.
No worries.
Whenever you have thoughts,
I didn't want to forget my point too that I started.
That's why.
And I'm looking at you, and I'm like, I get it.
I jump, but that is something that would help.
Yes.
Because as you get older, protein.
Your body
for instance, you take 100 grams of protein, probably 50 grams.
Yeah, it probably constipate you, and then all the bad negative reviews about protein, it probably happened to you.
Yeah, so that will.
I hear it. I have clients that are 75, 80. Yeah. And then I have clients that are.
Brandi, you don't have to make me feel good.
My oldest client's 75.
Okay,
and she's my aunt.
I'm just saying,
and she's boxing at UFC still.
See,
wow,
there you go.
So I still have a few more years. Under my belt.
More.
All right. So but
this would cover you.
That's
two pills. So it has to you have to be at what is it? There's a certain number. The 375 milligrams. So you take 2 of these. So you have to be over a certain number of the phosphatidic acid. And that's why there's 60 capsules because you have to hit a limit. So if you're buying this offline, like try to look for it offline and not many people make it. And they sell like what you take 1 pill or like 5 pills or 8 pills, because you got to look at the milligrams. And this is like what my husband taught me, that it won't work if you're not taking enough milligrams of the to make the pathways, for the food to come through and all that. So like Bucked Up, they did it. And
70, 37. I've never heard of this, but like it makes sense though. It's just one of those things where I could see this.
It's the one like I truly like I'll take the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because I don't eat enough. I just don't.
So how many do you take personally? Like
I take 2.
2 a day? Okay. And that works for you? So.
Yeah.
Looks like I'll be making a trip to
Yeah.
Well, that's
so I've
go.
I was gonna say, so I feel like we just touched on like underrated products. What do you think are overrated supplements?
Ooh.
Overrated supplements. I'm trying to like picture my store.
Yeah, go for it.
Creatine monohydrate.
Don't take that. Or double. I mean, all creatine. Just double check it. Look at the labels.
Yeah.
BCAs. How do you feel about BCAs?
Ryan will kill me.
This is a safe space. This is a safe space. We can talk about it
You
here.
can look at this if you like.
That's okay.
BCAs. There's this hard to remember. There's just so much to take in a day
Exactly.
that I forget the BCAs. And I know, so there's protein, feeds the muscle. Creatine builds the muscle, right? BCAs hydrate the muscle because they latch onto the muscle and hydrate you faster than you can hydrate yourself.
Okay.
So most people drink tons of water. I drink tons of water. I drink tons of water. Guess what? Your pee's probably clear.
Yeah.
And you're peeing out all your nutrients and everything else that you take in that morning. So BCAs work. I mean, if you can remember them, that's the problem.
During workouts normally is when it's taken.
Yeah, intra.
Right. Intra workout. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I believe in BCAs. And more people should take it, but it's just hard enough getting people to take supplements and price range. People have a budget, and that's why
true.
I'm like
It can
low
get
cost
expensive.
because I know how it is to buy supplements, and that's another reason why we broke out and did our own, not from a franchise. It's because they're so expensive. Like pre-workouts are like $60.
Yeah.
And protein is the 5-pound jugs are going to 120.
Wow.
So these are 2-pounders, and the guy that owns Alpha, he made the coconut ice cream. And it's like one of our top sellers. We're the only ones that carry it. He's in Pennsylvania. And he made it for the taste, not so much and the quality, obviously, but there's 28 grams per scoop, not 25, which normally is, but that's $54.99 for that 2-pounder. Because all these places are putting, since Robert Kennedy, right?
RFK?
Switched to pyramid, right? So protein's at the top. So then you got Starbucks putting protein in their drinks.
Yeah.
You have Doritos.
Everything's protein infused now. Yeah.
And so what happened for us as business owners and people that, make the guys that own the protein companies, they're not going to make the 5-pounders anymore. No one's going to pay $120. Would you pay $120?
No,
would probably eat your protein, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd rather get a nice piece of steak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's what I think about BCAs. If you have the money, do it.
I see.
If you don't,
and I'm glad you kept that.
drinking.
I'm glad you kept that super honest because that's the one thing too where it's
money.
It's
always about money.
You got to also be considerate of like the budget that people have and what can they afford because protein powders have gone up. They've been going up in price and I see it too. So it's like one of those where I think I didn't even realize Target, was selling packets of Isopure. That's the one that I used to like take regularly. But like the packet is smaller and it was like about like $45. And I remember getting that size of a jug for like $45, years ago.
We
So
have
it's just
the
going up in
Isopure at our
price.
store. I mean, it's just like it's expired or whatever, but it's like just sitting there to show you. It's just, no one hates it. Or we get empty canisters to show you like the difference.
The displays for displays.
Yeah.
We don't sell it.
Keep exposing yourself over here.
We're selling
I'm an honest
expired.
person.
You are.
So
We
honest.
appreciate that. Yeah, we appreciate
I just
that.
don't money with people. Like Ryan always says, like we're gonna go under. you give out too much stuff for free.
Well,
I might take it.
well, I think that's the beauty about your guys' shop is like how Mike said earlier is your guys' customer service, your guys' is genuine. Like you guys walk like I said, I've known you before you guys. Well, I met you before the shop. So every time I walked in, I already said what's up or anything like that. But I would always hear clients of mine, not just only go to your shop for supplements, but they would do a body scan as well too.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things where you know, Ryan would just be like, oh, you work with Cisco? Oh, I know him. I was like, here, you want to, here, try this. And, you know, they'll buy us. And just like that, they'll buy something. Like, yeah, I went in for a protein, but I got my body scan.
Yeah, and it has everything on the body scan.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that I think is cool. Like, I've never gone to a NutriShop store or anything like that offered that, and just like, here, let's just see where you're at right now too. That shows me the genuine level of how much you guys care too. Is like, hey,
I do.
You know, we not only do we want you guys to see, you know, the product, but we want to see the results. So the next time you come in,
yeah, I'm like, I don't really need your money for a body scan. Like, I don't.
No,
I do.
And
I mean, I obviously everyone needs money.
Well, it's funny because
but I don't really.
You have no idea how often, and I've heard it. You know, oh yeah, Ryan said if I buy a supplement, and then I'll have a client. Oh, Ryan just gave it to me for free, like the body scan.
Yeah.
so you guys are not.
It was in NutriShop days. That body scan was meant to
entice people to come.
Yeah,
back in.
and then you would do a meal plan.
Yep.
And then on the bottom would be post workouts, supplements. You remember the meal plan I showed you?
Yeah.
I mean, you can barely see it, huh? But I can barely see it. And the older I get, but that was made to upsell.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Upsell.
When Ryan came out with the body scan, that thing, it was, I was at another gym. I think you remember Evolve.
Yeah, I did a video for them.
Right, and we did a contest on body fat, and we would always all go over to at the time.
Yeah,
it was
NutriShop.
Yeah, we would go over there and we'd get scanned by Ryan.
Yeah,
and stuff. So yeah, and that's like I don't know about 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah. And it was like an $8,000 machine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't even know how much it is, but we've had it for like 15 years now. And
that was a big thing. You know?
It was a big thing.
Still
And now it's not.
Well, it's not
Everyone's buying their own, like their
Yeah.
own saunas, their own, you know, like all this stuff. So they don't come and use the thing. But
the hardcore people are,
Yeah.
you know, but like I'm telling you, I've had clients that are not, you know, most of the people that we work with as trainers and coaches, they're not super hardcore. They're your average person,
Yeah.
your lifestyle client. They're the ones that are benefiting the most from it because they're not going to buy that. But then they can go to a place like you where you guys can offer that. And it's like, and not just that, you guys can offer it without like them feeling intimidated to buy something or anything like
That's
that.
what I said. Like back in the day, like with NutriShop and SoCal Discount, all those like, I was like, if I own this store, I'm never gonna like feel for like have to upsell.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm so honest with product. Like if they come in and they use a body scan, I don't care if they buy anything or not.
Yeah.
Sometimes we feel, you know, you get used, but it's all benefits that in the long, it's karma. People
karma.
can, you know, they have their paper, they can come back. It shows like a little graph at the bottom of like muscle, you know, gained, body fat mass, body fat percentage.
Mm-hmm.
And we let them use it for free. Ryan's probably like,
But that's
here's how I started sitting. Do you want it?
Well, yeah, but it's word of mouth too, because not just that, it's all like if someone who's never gotten that goes to get it there for the first time, they're already in your store.
Yeah.
That's already potential right there. And you guys can just help them out. And that's one thing that I said, one of my clients went there, they're all like, they asked me, and I think they got recommended by a Zumba instructor first to go there. And then they spoke with Ryan. And then Ryan was like, oh, and like I said, your husband, Ryan, is great at networking. He knows of so many people, and that just makes it better because my client ended up buying some protein powder without the intention of, because she felt comfortable and he was genuine, and he just told her, and she said like he wasn't trying to tell me, he just said this is what I would recommend based off of your body scan.
Yeah,
and
so
based
like,
off
you
of your
have
goal.
to buy this.
Yeah,
and
then she was like, you know what? My trainer's been telling me to take protein. Now this guy's telling me, he's like, all right, let's go do it. So it does work for you guys in the long run.
It does.
And it's just like I said, it's the customer service, the knowledge, and
it's nice having a guy and a girl that are, you know what I mean, a husband and a wife that are so behind their products and supplements. We do get like name for that, because we both believe in it.
Yeah.
It's when girls come in, it's very intimidating. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, for sure.
And to have a girl there, it's a whole different ballgame.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You know, having a woman there is they're able to talk to other women
About it.
supplements that they can take and what it'll do.
But yeah.
Rather than a man or a guy, oh, take this, this will work for you.
Ryan's like, oh, I already know everything. I know about periods. I know. He does not care. He's so honest. He's like, I deal with my wife and this and perimenopause.
But regardless, it's coming from a man's mouth. A woman is still not. A woman's always going to look at like. If we would have had Ryan today instead of you, and Ryan would have given all the recommendations about creatine for women, I guarantee you, our female viewers and listeners would have been
You're gonna get bulky.
he's a man, he doesn't know. But that's why it was so important that all this information and knowledge came from you. And it's
which is from him.
Yeah,
Ryan did train me back in the day when we were dating.
Oh yeah,
and to get to know supplements, and then we just studied it for the past 20 years every day.
That's what you guys been doing for 20
absolutely.
years. I mean, I've always said it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert in doing something. You guys have definitely more than 10,000 hours in supplements.
You can ask my daughter. She doesn't take she won't take anything we recommend. She thinks we're idiots.
So question. So for the common person, let's say, right, because you guys are super you've studied up on all your supplements and all that stuff. My biggest question that I get from my clients, especially when they're getting into supplements, is because there's so many brands for all these different supplements, how can they differentiate what a good product is versus a bad product without having the 10,000 hours behind their belt?
So if they're online shopping?
Yeah, just let's say someone asks you, okay, what protein should I get? What brand? What are some things that they can do so they can kind of start really weeding out the good versus the bad?
Well, I would go with
aside from talking to a professional.
Yeah. I mean, most people don't want to come in. It's like going to the doctors, right? So it's an in-person thing. So they'd like to just click, 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 and not talk to anybody.
Right.
Protein, it's always an isolate. There's not going to be any, unless she's really tiny, and there's a mass gainer. It's so competitive right now with all different brands. I can't pinpoint which brand. Our brands are because we have that's our vendor, and we represent them.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But they can have a whey isolate at Costco and get it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Whatever's benefits for you.
Yeah.
But I would make sure it's an isolate.
Right.
Because women, because of the stomach, if a guy client, I would make sure they're taking the micronizer chelated. It has to be labeled. If they're not labeled, then there's something fishy about that product.
I see.
Okay, so read the label and
read the label.
Yeah. Always read the label. You got to be careful of pre-workout. Some have DMHA in it and DMAA, and
cracked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that goes into your body and it links on, and it will make your body feel like it's like meth.
Yeah.
So cops, people that get tested, you got to be careful with that kind of pre-workout. We always tell them, you better come and show us. They can pop positive for meth.
Wow.
It depends how you process your body. Everyone's different how they process it.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Broken Arrow?
Yes.
That was an older one. That has it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I used to take that when I was in college.
Blackstone?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What about Hyde?
Crazy.
Mr. Hyde or?
Oh my gosh. I have that.
Hyde.
Costco redid it. Mr. Hyde and Jekyll or whatever.
Yeah.
Jekyll and Hyde,
We couldn't carry that with NutriShop.
That was intense, bro. That was literally, I think it was 1 or 2 strands away from
I feel you.
legit being
yeah.
Back in your day, they're selling what is it, ephedrine?
Who?
Alfred.
Remember ephedrine? They would sell it
Ephedrine.
the RIT fuel. You buy it at CVS. Were you in that?
Ephedrine.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's a pre-work. It was wasn't it a fat burner that
Pre-workout.
Yeah. Ephedrine.
Pre-workout back in my day, we used niacin.
Yeah.
That's how far, now with the pre-workout that they have now, it's it's
dab.
flavored and all this. So,
Yeah.
back in our day, we would take niacin.
Yeah.
And we would just
Nitric
get
oxide.
that tingly feeling of working out. That was it. back in that's what we took.
Because most pre-workouts can't have a niacin, like a nitric oxide, with caffeine. Caffeine restricts blood vessels, and nitric oxide opens up blood vessels. So that would give them a freaking heart attack. Like, I mean, that would just be pulling.
Yeah.
A negative effect. So they dibble dabble and put, like, they got the science behind it and they throw a little bit in. But most of our pre-workouts have the caffeine. It's like in a section. This is the high caffeine. This is the middle, and and then there's non-stim, which is all nitric oxide.
Yeah, yeah, more for the pump only.
And some people take, like, not to be weird, but some people take. I don't know if I should say this.
I mean, you might as well now. You're halfway through you're halfway through that sentence.
A lot of people so nitric oxide is in Viagra, Cialis.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't take it for, like, boners and sex.
Yeah, they get it for a pump.
They get a pump, and you have to be, like, mentally stimulated for it to go to that level.
Really?
So it's not like guys working out on boner pills and they're just, like, at the gym with, like, boners. It's not like that.
That is crazy. That is crazy because it's John
They're, like,
Jones
on the stair stepper, and it's like everyone's just, like, slapping each other.
John Jones, the UFC fighter, he's like in his mid-30s, tested positive for boner pills, and I remember he got busted or
Viagra, Cialis.
That's the first time I heard that.
That's funny.
That's crazy. I remember.
That's a thing, though. Yeah, that's a thing.
Like, if you're, like, weird and stuff like that, but a lot of guys come in, a lot of older guys, not for that. They come in and it's, like, kind of awkward at first when I first started working in the store. We always had them. And it's this pure nitric oxide. And they're like, I want, like, blood flow. And I'm like, well, this is blood flow. But if you're, like, it's stimulated, you could go that way as well.
Well, what I use now is beta alanine.
That's tingles.
That's
tingles.
Yeah.
That's the itchiness.
That's the
You try the other one, man. And then the next thing you know, you'll do a plank and you can even let go of your hands.
No hand push-ups.
No hand push-ups. There you go.
Try the honey pack.
Hey, this will be the first one. Hey, Mike, what's wrong?
So my dad comes in,
goodness.
and I've been in business. He comes to visit me, right, on Fridays. And my girlfriend's called the store, and it's called Boner Fridays. All the guys are in there on Fridays. And I don't know if it's because I'm working on Fridays or it's just before the weekend, and they don't have to think. They can drink, they can party, and they can go home at night and still be able to go,
perform.
And my dad was, like, watching these guys go into the glass cabinet and grab this bottle. And it was, like, back-to-back guys. And he's like, and he takes Rut, which is a natural test booster. That's the one that Ryan was telling you about, the Rut. And it has a natural, like, ashwagandha, tomacat, and vitamin D. The IUs in it is, like, 5,000. So my dad's natural test went from, like, 400 to, like, 600 being on the product for, points.
Wow.
And the doctor's
amazing.
like, what are you taking?
Yeah.
He's like,
that's
not
natural.
tests.
That's natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Because they won't give you tests unless you're at, like, 200.
Oh, yeah, below 300. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So my dad was just, like, standing there, and he's like, what is that? Am I taking that? And I'm like, I hope not. And he's like, so, like, it just happened, like, this year.
Yeah.
And I've been there for that long selling them. And I finally told him, and then he's like, oh my gosh. He's like, I'm like so embarrassed. Because my daughter's sitting there selling it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's so crazy.
I'm glad I passed on it.
Yeah, it was the other part of the glass case.
But it might work,
It might work. You might catch us there on Friday.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I'm arguing.
But
No, I'm so glad we did this because, like back then, I don't really go to Nutri shops like that, so it's good to know that we have someone like you who's like really genuine about how they feel about their products and really care about like the people that comes in. Yes. Now I can really now I can recommend all my people to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it because that you are younger and you're online shopper?
I'm an online shopper for sure. Yeah. I've always taken First Form products for years. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Huh?
Yeah.
I might pull up.
We are a vendor of First Form.
Got you.
Mutant and Alpha, Global Formulas.
Yeah.
Adam
I'm technically an
sells
ambassador.
yeah, every time I pick up, I see them.
So we have the same.
Gotcha.
We kind of like stick together.
Yeah.
The small businesses around.
Right. But now I know who to recommend, for like knowledgeable information about all the supplements.
First Form is amazing. There's like a lot of TikToks with that. Yeah.
Yeah, so the guy who made 75 Hard, like that's the guy who made First Form. But yeah, so thank you so much for this. Where can we find you? Go ahead and shout out yourself and the location and all that stuff.
We're Surf City Nutrition. We're located on Springdale and Warner, right next to Surf Dogs, Mr. Cakes, 24-Hour Fitness. We've been there for 20 years. The name has changed, even if you walk by and think it's a different name. Mm-hmm. Like some people. It's a nutrition shop.
It's a nutrition shop.
Yeah. We do sports form, or it's like more of a sports for, football. And people are like ready to work out. And it's like that. We don't just carry like random vitamins. Nice. People do come in for that and we don't. Yeah. We have some vitamins.
Do you guys have a social media platform that they can follow as well too?
Yes, we have. We have Instagram, Surf City Nutrition HB.
Okay.
And then Surf City Nutrition, Brandi Souza, Ryan Souza.
I can tell you, I'm almost 70, and I go to Ryan all the time for advice and supplements that I can use to try to get stronger. So, if you're a senior, I think if you want to get more informed on supplements,
get on the body scale.
There you go.
See where you're at.
Go to Surf City.
You can use the body fat machine.
Yeah.
Well, no, like I said, it's just go to Surf City, Huntington Beach Nutri Shop.
On Fridays.
Nutrition. Surf City Nutrition.
Surf City Nutrition.
Nutrition. Yeah. Surf City Nutrition in Huntington Beach.
On Fridays.
On Fridays, you can find Brandi there. And, if you're there for a reason. But no, I want to thank you for that. Like I said, definitely. I know I'm going to be sharing this with a lot of my female clients as well, because I think this is super important that this came from you, that they can go in there and actually help get the knowledge from you guys as well too, to help out, because supplements are super important, especially
there's a lot out there.
There's a lot out there. And just this 1 hour that we spent with you dropped in some knowledge on me, and I've been doing this for 20 years. I know he's been doing this for 50 years. He's been doing it for 10 years. So even all the stuff that you brought in right now is like, I've never even heard of this right here.
I have neither. Yeah. And trust me, I'm going to go down and I'm going to get a bottle because, I need that protein pushed into me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like I said,
I agree.
So thank you for doing this. I'm glad we did this. And like I said, for our listeners, viewers, make sure you get some time to go visit them.
Yes.
And like I said, they'll be there to help you out, and they'll be there to make sure to help you get to your goals. Any final words, Brandi?
No, thank you guys so much for having me. It was a blessing.
Yes.
So,
it was fun.
It was fun.
Yes.
So like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next episode. I'm Coach Cisco.
Coach Michael.
Coach Kyle.
And Brandi Souza from Surf City Nutrition.
There you go. We'll catch you on the next episode. Yeah.